Out of that, nearly 1,000 children have come from the same state of Haryana, which is one of the state among the various of the India. And there are 500 children, those who have come across the country, and especially to focus on the international borders and the small villages which are almost at the boundary. So we picked those children and brought them here to get an opportunity to have an interactions, to understand what all is happening in the field of science and what all the country has achieved in the science and technology domain. So that's what we try to do. So that is one sector. Then of course when it comes to the teacher community, we have got more than 350 teachers, right from the primary to the higher education. They are selected teachers based on the way of communications, the way that they are teaching with the different methods and the techniques. So they are the selected teachers. There are 350 such teachers, and there are a lot of activities are going on with this teacher. Recently, India has come up with a new education policy. So that also need to make sure that the teachers get equipped with handling the new education framework. So that also was one part of it. Then of course when we look at the engineering students, so here you will see there are about 200 students. Those are selected based on almost a 1.5 months activity. First time what we did is we did organize the space hackathon. Space hackathon is basically, I think by and large now across the globe, it has been very known that we are the one successfully, Chandrayaan 3 landed on the moon. At the same time, Aditya L1 is another kind of an achievement. So what our Honorable Prime Minister was mentioning when he visited the IISF and addressing the scientists, he said we already have generated so much of data through the space technologies and all. Why can't we use those data and the kind of information for solving our routine problems? So can you think of something in the form of hackathon? And I think that is where I really, I would say thanks to Chairman ISRO. He just immediately accepted our proposal, and this is the one outcome. These are all the 200 engineering students selected out of 8,000 students who did a lot of work with and there is a platform called Bhuvan, which has got a huge amount of repository with the resolution of 5 meters. So those students are here, they really work for the continuous 30 hours in the space hackathon, and it got concluded in the night. The evaluation is going on. Tomorrow we will get to know who are all the winners. I must tell you, the chairman ISRO said that those who are going to be the winner, ISRO is going to support them. That is something which we would like to mention. And then when you look at this particular event, because communicating science is something, and that to the country like India, which has got so many different languages, so many different dialects, and communicating the science is something which is a challenge. And of course, there are means and modes, and that's why you see there are all the science communicators. Those are poets, those are authors, those are best play writers. You can see they actually worked on it, and that is the reason that they have been selected here. Because they are the right message carriers to the people in the common man. There is a method to which, and I think they are the proven kind of people that you see in front of. Of course, when we look at the other aspect, because Dr. Vashne sir is here, Department of Science and Technology has supported many startups. And of course DST do have a technology incubators, TBI. So all those people with whom the DST, DBT and CSIR has supported to have a startup. In fact, to some of them are also from the ISR. All such people are here, they are demonstrating their technologies. In fact, you will see there are successful entrepreneurs as well. All are here, and I think just next to us is the proud to us, because women scientists and entrepreneurs is also one of the things, and we really look at the women as equal to the men. There is which we have seen that there are beautiful women who have not leading the national international projects as well. So all such successful women are also here. There are young researchers, there are 425 researchers, in which hundreds have given the oral presentations, 300 have given the poster presentations. So in a way, this is a huge kind of an activity is happening in the single campus. There is a registered participants of more than 12,000, looking at the students and the teachers and all number of things. So this is something that we wanted, and I must say that Dr. Varshney, Department of Science and Technology, is the real, I would say, the catalyzing, department to make it happen. And Dr. Varshney has always been a great support to us in whatever the initiative that we have done. And Professor Shanti, because this is the forum where we want all the experts, all the people should get a chance to interact with the people. I must tell you, in this particular event, more than 47 directors of the various R&D institutions are here. More than 20 Bhatnagar awardees, which is, in India we consider it at par with the Nobel. So 20 Bhatnagar awardees are here. I would say more than madam 100 media representatives are also here. So in a way, this is kind of a huge program that we have tried, and there are lot many people. I am just a voice box, but I have got 500 people to work like a Dr. Pamanan. Then I could see the Manisha, all such kind of people who are there and which are making this particular event possible. I can only say, if our Honorable Prime Minister is looking at the dream of making India a developed nation by 2047, unless and until every one of us don't really put on some of the what we call it is in contributions in Ahuti, in a Mahayagya, right? So this is not going to be possible. So every component of the society is going to play a significant role, and I do consider that this is something which will be possible when each and every one of us realize and understands our own responsibility by making every sector to be to the flourishing in the best possible way in terms of the knowledge, in terms of the infrastructure, in terms of everything that is possible. So in a way, everyone has to play a role, and I think the people who are sitting on the dais, who also has a very vast experience in a different kind of a capacity. Some of you see there are policy makers, some of them are scientists, some of them are communicators. So everyone has played an important role. We do have a Neil Sarovar, who is an eminent scientist in ICGEB, but being a scientist, coordinating this particular event, he is a very creative poem writer. He writes a very beautiful poem. I have seen there was a Kavi Sammelan also. So in a way, this is something that I feel that this event, that festival, will remain in the memory of the people altogether, and especially ninth edition is going to altogether have its unique existence, because we have a presence of people like you, Sharmila ji, Professor Pransky. Because of all your presence, I consider that this event is something that we really want the public participation and public engagement to be ensured. We as an organizer have been trying it level best, but unless and until each and every one of us really don't contribute and realize this is not going to be possible. मुझे आपके यहाँ आकर आप लोगों से चर्चा बात करने का मौका दिया। मैं यही कहूँगा कि आज मैं आयोजकों के रूप में हूँ, मैं आप लोगों के सेवा में हूँ। आपकी सेवा में कुछ कमी होगी तो मुझे जरूर माफ कर देना, क्योंकि 12,000 लोगों की व्यवस्था हमने करने की कोशिश की है। कहीं ना कहीं छोटी मोटी गलतियां होती रहती है, हमने पूरी मेहनत की है। मैं ये जरूर कहना चाहूंगा कि नेशनल इनोवेशन फाउंडेशन इज सच अ वंडरफुल इंस्टीट्यूशन wherein every person is unique. They really work tirelessly. लगभग 2 महीने से आपकी सेवा में लगे हुए, आपकी पूरी तैयारी में लगे हुए हैं, लेकिन कुछ भी कमी हो तो निश्चित रूप से मैं सभी की तरफ से आपसे माफी मांगता हूं। हम पूरी कोशिश करेंगे कि कम से कम आज और कल आपको कम से कम असुविधा हो। जितनी मेरी जानकारी है उसके अनुसार बहुत ही कम प्रॉब्लम्स आई है, पर प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी ऐसा भी नहीं है। इट्स अ गाला इवेंट, यू मस्ट हैव सीन इट इज स्प्रेडेड अक्रॉस अबाउट 600 मीटर्स, तो हमें चलना भी पड़ रहा है, घूमना भी पड़ रहा है, ठंड भी बढ़ रही है, बट आप लोगों ने बहुत मेहनत की है, आप यहाँ पहुँचे हैं। हम निश्चित रूप से चाहेंगे कि आप जो काम कर रहे हैं उस काम की वजह से आज आप यहाँ हैं, और देश को अगर हमें प्रगत राष्ट्र बनाना है तो ये आपके बिना संभव नहीं है, और इसलिए आपको निश्चित रूप से इस प्रकार के कार्यक्रमों में सहभाग लेना चाहिए, और जो काम आप कर रहे हैं उसको दुगने तरीके से बढ़ाकर करने की अपेक्षा करता हूं। और आज मुझे आकर परमानंद जी, गिल सरोवर, भावेश जी ने, राहुल जी ने मनीषा जी ने सबने मुझे यहाँ पर आकर बोलने का मौका दिया, इसलिए मैं सबका धन्यवाद भी कहता हूँ. And I really thanks each and everyone for making this particular event a memorable, not only to you but to us as well. Thank you so much. धन्यवाद.